bonjour.
We are here at the Disneyland Studios Park.
Yes, I had to look at the sign to make sure that's where we were. Yes, that's where we are.
So, been an interesting day so far, hasn't it?
Yes.
Notice we said afternoon.
I've already been here and back today.
Yeah, I've got food poisoning.
Oh.
So I spent the day, well, I was sick last night and woke up this morning to get up at about 6:45 and I just couldn't do it. And then, so you went out, didn't you? You came to Disneyland theme.
Yeah, so I came here to the studios this morning so I could pick up the MasterCard tickets for Mickey and the Magician. It's better to get them during early morning magic. So I came to do that for the 4:25 show. But while I was here, I also went on Crush's Coaster, which was horrendous, by the way. First time I've ever been on it. Awful. Never go on it again. I pretty much went backwards the whole time. And I went on Ratatouille, all while Gemma was asleep. So I had an awkward encounter with Ratatouille where if you go on as a single rider, 9 times out of 10 you always get put with a family of 4. So the family of 4's all happily on the little mouse, and then you just appear and you're like, excuse me, just like seat yourself in amongst the family. But it was fine. Then I went over to Disneyland Park because I was feeling brave because I did Crush's Coaster. And I went on Space Mountain for the first time, which wasn't horrendous at all.
Yeah, you quite enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah, the only horrendous part was the initial launch, but after that it was fine. And that's it really.
Yeah.
Then I came back to see how you were. You'd been sick again by that point.
Sick this morning. I tried to take some paracetamol because I'm starting to get a headache, obviously because I'm dehydrated, and yeah, it wasn't good. So I was sick again, and then I still don't feel great to be honest, but I feel like I can't waste the day, so I'm,
So we're just going to watch shows today.
Yeah,
So we're going to try and watch the new Frozen show, which is here at the studios. We've already got our tickets for Mickey and the Magician, and maybe some of the Star Wars stuff if we can fit it in.
if we can stand the cold.
Yeah, because it was freezing yesterday.
It took us ages to get warm, didn't it, as well?
Yeah. And if we manage to wait until tonight, we'll watch the Galactic Adventure or whatever it's called.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
Oh no, I was talking about like the March, First Order or whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm not very au fait with Star Wars terminology. The one where they walk up and down the path.
It's March of the First Order, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Correct us if we're wrong.
With the Stormtroopers.
Yeah. So I'm sad because I feel like I can't wear my Disney ears. I know that's why I've got no ears on because I've got a headache. So never mind. We're going to have a good day anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to go and queue up for the Frozen show. So when we were here over Christmas, we didn't do it because the queue was horrendous.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and see if it's any better now.
I hope it
I think it would be. When I was here this morning, there wasn't really much queue for the 10 o'clock one. So I'm hoping it'll be very similar.
Yeah.
Such a classic, right? Reindeers are better than people. Sven, don't you think that's true? Yeah, people will beat you and curse you and cheat you. Every one of them's bad, except you. Oh, thanks, buddy. But people smell better than reindeers. Sven, don't you think I'm right? That's once again true. For all except you. Oh, you got me. Let's cut it tonight. Good night. Don't let the frost bite. Oh, you want us to go to the North Mountain now?
Oui, maintenant.
Alright, but what time is it?
Why?
Have you ever heard of breakfast? What is it? Oh, thank you, Sven buddy. Breakfast time. You got more like than I did, yeah.
Hello.
Oh yeah, sorry, I totally forgot about the celebration in the Ice Palace.
Lui faire une surprise.
Here we go, a surprise for Elsa. What kind of surprise?
Je vais profiter de cette invitation pour justement célébrer Kigali, sa force, sa bonté, ce qui la rend unique. C'est ma sœur quoi, et je l'aime.
Oh, you're right. I see why you want to celebrate her. Your sister embraced what made her unique, and that's what really matters in the end. But hold on, how do you plan to celebrate if it's only the three of us?
Et qui a dit qu'il n'y avait que nous? Rassure-toi, ça ne prendra pas longtemps de rassembler tous les habitants du royaume.
Wait, what?
Ils ont tous reçu l'invitation.
An invitation?
We have some company. Peuple d'Arendelle, merci d'être venus si nombreux.
Oh wow, wow, what a crowd! It's gonna get hot in here. Oh, Sven, buddy, I got it. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot, girls.
Okay, make sure you have enough room and let's all do this together. Je vais vous apprendre les mouvements magiques de la reine Elsa. Oui, vous avez bien entendu. I'm about to teach you Queen Elsa's special moves.
The ones that really let her powers shine.
Exactly. Faites tous comme moi, d'accord? Let's all work on magic. Ready? Vous êtes tous prêts? On commence à droite et à gauche. Tourbillon et enlève avec moi. And right. And left. And raise and up. Et on jette à droite. And throw to the left. And we are proud. Le tourbillon and up. Bien.
After you, my lady. And don't forget to hold on tight, cause we like to go fast.
I like fast. Oh, que c'est beau. Je m'y à chaque fois comme ce palais est magnifique. Everything looks so gorgeous. Oh, tout le monde est là? Is everybody here? Elsa? Elsa, it's me, it's Anna. Elsa? C'est étrange, j'aurais juré que... Bon. What was that? Vous avez entendu? Did you see something? What? Why are you smiling? Is there someone behind me? Il y a quelqu'un derrière moi? Is it my sister, Sansa? No? Oh, please don't tell me it's a snow monster. Anna! Tu m'as fait tellement peur. Olaf!
Of course! Hello! Hello! I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs. They're staring. Why are they staring?
Maybe because you're talking snowman.
Mais non, parce qu'ils attendent tout comme moi que tu nous dises où est Elsa.
Oh, but she's right here.
Wait, what?
Dear people of Arendelle, welcome. I'm so glad you made it to the North Mountain.
Tellement heureuse de te voir. It's so good to see you.
Now that's what we call an entrance.
Anna, Christoph.
And Olaf!
It's so good to see you all.
They've got a surprise for you!
It's so good to see you.
But you just said that, Anna.
I love you.
What's happening? Is everything alright?
Oh mais oui, je suis juste heureuse de te voir, c'est tout. C'est important de dire à ceux qu'on aime, qu'on les aime justement.
I love you too, Anna. All you have to do is let it go. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling a storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't fear, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, and I rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, that perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. Will never bother me anyway.
Les hommes de cette division doivent être au plus haut niveau. Le mien, entrez dans le couloir.
Okay, Gemma's got something to say.
No. Okay, so we just thought we'd just quickly talk about the Frozen musical show. Did you enjoy it?
It was alright.
It's alright, yeah. It's not, I wouldn't say, from an adult perspective, it's nothing to massively rave about. But it's worth going to watch it. Once. I would quite like to have them to put seats in there because I feel like
Yeah, it's a walkthrough.
it's a walkthrough, you stand up, and the thing is, it's not that raked either, so it's kind of raked a little bit, so you can see, but if you're on the shorter side, you struggle, don't you? So if you've got little ones, you need to try and get to the front.
Yeah. We thought even if we stood at the back, we should be able to see, but even then, you couldn't see fully.
No. So it is worth going. It's not the best thing I've ever seen in the world. We watch a lot of musical theatre. So I suppose we have quite high standards of that, but it's for the kids really. So if you've got little ones, then by all means go watch it. Just be aware that we queued for I think it was either the 2:20 or the 2:45 show, and we ended up in the 3:05 show because there was too many people there. Potentially, if you go for say one of the shows, you might not get in till the next one or even the next one after that because you do queue for a long time.
Yeah, every 45 minutes or.
Yeah. But it's worth doing. It's worth doing once. I don't think we'll do it again. But yeah, fair. Yeah. And then we went to watch Mickey the Magician, which just blows everything out of the water. I cried. It wasn't even like 30 seconds in. As soon as they start to sing "Let the Magic Shine," that's it. I've gone. I just think it's brilliant. I think the music's beautiful. I think it's pitched perfectly. In my opinion, it's just brilliant. And honestly, I think it's brilliant. That would be my absolute #1 thing to do across both parks, I think.
That's brilliant. I didn't film any this time because I filmed it last February when we came.
Yeah.
So I'll link to that vlog where we filmed it if you want to watch that. But because we've only seen it once this time, I just wanted to it and watch it.
Yeah, and it's so good. Like obviously when you sit nearer the front, the MasterCard seats are nearer the front. You sit, you know, a little bit of the magic is lost because you can see if you're looking what's happening. However, there's some amazing moments in that show, like the box, the genie present.
Oh yeah.
No idea how they do that at all. It's really good, and just the things appearing and reappearing from nowhere. Like it's very clever, and the music's great, and the storyline's brilliant, and you totally understand what's going on, even though you don't speak French or much French.
It's very basic French that they use.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why we couldn't understand it.
Yeah, like d'accord, I understood. Like okay. Yeah.
Je suis désolé.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I filmed that bit on my phone.
Yeah.
I love that bit.
Because basically, in the show, he's tasked to clean up the magician's attic, and he just doesn't do it.
No, because he gets carried away doing
he wants
all
to be a magician, and then when the magician comes back, he just hasn't cleaned anything, so he's just like, je suis désolé.
Oh, it's really sad, but it's really good. And honestly, like, I just watched Mickey all the way through it because the Mickey Mouse does a lot of dancing in that show, and he's just brilliant. Like I say it every time, like, yeah, just brilliant. I just think it's great. So yeah, 15 stars. If I could give it 15 stars, I would.
Yeah. So as soon as that finished, the Star Wars Imperial March was about to start, so we ran over to film a bit of that. We were at the side, so we didn't get great footage.
See BB-8, I was sad.
We got some close-ups of some of the stormtroopers and things though, so we got something.
Yeah. So I quite like to go back and watch it again before we leave, like from the middle. But yeah, it's really exciting, the Star Wars stuff. Like I feel like it kind of gets your heart going.
But we've not watched all the films, so.
No, we literally said like when we were here last time in February that we would watch all the Star Wars films, and we haven't. So we're going to do it before we come back next Feb.
Some of the characters that they bring out now, we're just like, no idea.
No idea who they are. Yeah, but it's fine. The one with the one that was walking around like this. Who's that, guys?
Oh, he's.
What's his name though?
He's the guy that's like the bounty hunter.
Can't think of his name.
All I can think of is the word Jabba, but no, it's not Jabba.
Oh no, I know what you mean now though.
He's the bounty hunter, and he has like the thing on his hand.
Like him? Yeah, I don't know, can't remember. Anyway, you guys all know who it is. Go on. We found it. Jango Fett.
Oh, is it Boba Fett? No.
Oh, Boba Fett, yeah. Yes.
One of the Fetts.
Yeah. Oh gosh, guys, there must be
more than one bounty hunter.
Boba Fett. That's who it was. Yeah. So
I recognise that from the Book of Mormon musical.
Oh yes.
Boba Fett.
So we've had a nice afternoon, haven't we?
Yeah.
That just made us jump.
Copyright claim on this video now.
They're coming this way.
Scared. Sit down, act natural.
I want to be a stormtrooper.
Too sharp.
This territory is now under Imperial command. Your loyalty to the Empire is required.
Just come over to the Paris section. All these little Christmas huts are still out. So we've just been to this one here to get a pretzel. I've only taken 2 bites out of it. We thought it might make you feel better.
Just wanted something dry, like, and not with no meat or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping it'll just like my stomach again.
And I'm just a monster.
See this?
First time today.
First time today, yeah, feeling well enough to have them on. The good thing is about these ears now is these are under aqua ones. They're not as tight because I brought my rose gold ones and I tried them on and they're just so tight, yeah. Which is great for the rides and stuff, but these just they're good. So yeah, and I'm feeling a lot better now as well. So. Yeah.
I think Disney is notorious for hurting people's heads.
Yeah, but they're working on it obviously because these are a lot more comfortable than the rose gold ones. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot happy now. I've had a nice afternoon actually.
Yeah, you've only eaten a pretzel though.
That's all I've had all day is a pretzel. It was the driest, plainest thing we could find in the park, but it was nice actually.
Yeah, it was.
And I think when you're not feeling well and you have like a like a little time of thinking, oh actually I don't feel too bad now. I ate it during that time, so I feel like that was probably a good time to eat it. So it was nice. And I love the Star Wars stuff. I really love it, even though we don't clearly, judging by the last clip, not the last clip but a few clips before, we haven't got a clue about Star Wars particularly. Like I love Return of the Jedi. That's my all-time favourite Star Wars film. But kind of the new ones since like the sort of the very first three, I have no idea. I feel it's embarrassing because we've got a good friend of ours who's a massive Star Wars fan, and it's a bit embarrassing really. Really need to watch them. But yeah, don't come to us for Star Wars knowledge, guys, because we're not the people. Mickey the Magician, however,
tell you all about that.
Yeah, I love that show so much. We were saying on the way back where we want to watch it again if we can before we go home. So we've got tomorrow, and then we're going home on Friday. Well, we're going back to London on Friday. Yes. We're staying over in London. One thing I will say is we love staying, and as we turn the corner to come past the Sequoia Lodge, I love staying on Disney property. I know it's not always possible because of money or whatever, and it's fine. When we stayed off property it was also fine, but it's so much easier, like just being able to, it didn't take us long to walk back tonight, did it? And I just think it's just
know you don't have to get any kind of transport to get back.
But yeah, and there is transport if you want to get it. There are buses and things to the Disney resorts, but it's just nice, isn't it, just to kind of just stroll back, and it's a nice walk because it's through the village, and if you want to grab something to eat you can, and the lake's there, and it's just really nice. I love this resort as well. Like I do really love it. I am tempted to stay here again. Maybe Newport Bay. We'll see if we can get a good deal on Newport Bay next time we come.
To book way in advance.
Yeah, we're hoping. We're probably not going to come back again. We might. I don't know. It depends. No. We've got a big, we'll talk about it later at the end of the trip, but we've got a big trip coming up in August, not to Disneyland Paris, somewhere else, but I don't know that we're going to be able to come back between now and then.
After that's done, yeah.
So we might do, but we'll see. What are we doing tomorrow?
We're just at Disneyland Park, and we currently have a reservation for Captain Jack's. Whether we actually go or not, I don't know.
The thought of food does not seem good with me at the minute.
Especially exotic cuisine, as it's.
It's a fish restaurant.
Yeah.
They do other things. They do other things, but I think there was only one dish on the menu that I could have, and at the minute, if it was tonight, I'd not be having anything. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we'll feel alright tomorrow. Yeah. You're looking forward to it, aren't you? So I don't really want to cancel it.
Yeah.
We did have a reservation at Chez Remy's today, which we had to cancel.
Yeah. But we have been there before. We were just going to do a proper vlog on it, like a separate one.
Yeah, we can do that next time we come, it's fine.
Yeah.
So, right, time to go to bed. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed our vlog today. If you liked it, if you want to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe to the rest of our adventures, wherever we may go, if you click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get a notification when a new video comes out, usually a Saturday. It depends on obviously what we've done and where we've been and whatever, but usually a Saturday. They come out around tea time, 6ish. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.